Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is September 2nd, 2023, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the Dow 30 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation here, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is actually suitable for you. Let's jump right over to the charts and see what we see. We see a green quarter. We see a previous month red month like we expected, and we're starting off the month kind of red. We're going to zoom in on that. On this weekly chart, we are seeing a morning star beginning to form. We're going to be looking for confirmation next week. And on this daily chart, we're seeing a couple bearish looking patterns. Let's zoom on in here and see what we see on these individual charts. Let's maximize this, and there we go. On the quarter chart, like I said, we are in a green quarter again. We're going to be looking to attack these tops and see if we can get up to this R1. You know, this quarter, this is the last month of this quarter. We're going to be starting next quarter, and we're going to see if will we have 4 green quarters for the year, even though this first quarter right here was a doji, but will it actually happen? We're going to have to kind of like wait and see what happens there. And here and on the monthly chart, last month, let me zoom in just a little bit here for you. Last month we got the red month like we was expecting. You know, I'm gonna have to kind of like wait and see what happens this month, see if we're gonna actually get back up here and break these highs and go higher. You know, we may not break that high, but I'm looking for us to break these 2 previous month highs. If that can happen, that'll be a good thing for most of us. And let's take a quick look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, let's zoom in a little bit here. And we are getting this morning star pattern formation. We're going to be next week. We'll be looking for a confirmation of that pattern. These should be monthly pivots. These are monthly pivots. So next month, they didn't count that on this first day out here, but it seems like we're going to be opening above pivot. So one of my rules is above pivot, stay above pivot. But as we can see, that doesn't work all the time, and we didn't even get back above pivot. But this month, since with this pattern, even though the stochastic is hanging out at the top, let's see if we're going to open up above pivot and see if we can actually get to this R1 level. And but we have to kind of like wait and see there. And all right, on the daily chart, zoom in a little bit here. As you can see, we swung down, and that previous Friday, like I had said before, that was our bottom, and everything kind of lined up. You know, a bullish Harami, stochastic at the bottom, a pro gap, and then all we did was just go higher. But right now we're getting some bearish looking patterns here. Not all the way at the top, but definitely at a supply level, as we can see how this market dropped off there before, and it's actually having 2 days having a hard time actually getting back above that level and getting some sell-off again at that level. But we had an inside day on Friday, which is a good thing, in my opinion. The thing is now, can we break this high, this daily high here? If we can break this daily high, maybe next week we can actually get up to above an R1 level and maybe start attacking an R2 level and see if we can actually maybe break these highs back here. All right, that's it pretty much on the Dow. Let me see if I can do one other thing here. I'm going to try something here at the end of this video. I'm going to try to see if I can do style, load style, video, monthly, free. That's a weekly, and change this to 1. I just want to show you something that I see. It's some of the things that I'm looking at here when I'm doing these videos and stuff. Let's go here. Style, load, video, monthly free, and I want that to be a 2. I want this to be a 3. And I want to go style. I want to go style, load, video, monthly free. And zoom in a little bit here, and let's change this one to also style, load, video, monthly free. So what was that all about, huh? You're wondering. Monthly. Monthly chart is one of the main charts that I kind of look at for a lot of my long-term stuff that I'm in, you know, to keep me on the right side of the market. And what I'm seeing here, and that I hope you can see, you know, And you don't need to, it's good enough really. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, just a little bit. We're starting, each one of these are starting off, we had the red month, the NASDAQ, and the SPY was actually really pretty strong last month, even though we ended up red. And even though the first day of the month was red, I kind of expect us to, we're already above a level where I expect us to be on the SPY, I mean on the NASDAQ. On the SPY, we're not quite above that level. We're fighting that top. But I expect, based on the bullish and the pressure that we had over here, to get above that level. I'll zoom in a little bit where maybe you can see that a little bit better. And then back on the Russell, yeah, the Russell is already green, but the Russell is one of these ones that's been going sideways. And the thing is, there's a little zone on that. I'll switch things up a little bit where you can see, and I'll circle through this again. As the Russell here is already turned green. We got the red month that we expected. The Russell got just a little ways to go before it can turn green and actually start trying to break these highs, which has been having a hard time all year. And that's kind of just the way the Russell trades. On the Dow is red. It's close to its top, close to an R1 on the monthly, and see what it can do. On the NASDAQ, it's red also, but it's close to that top. Real strong bullish month, look like a bullish hammer here. And although it's red, you know, near your top, we just have to kind of like wait and see. And that stochastic is getting ready to turn over. So I can understand why some people are actually getting a little bearish on the Qs at this time. So that's something to be aware of here on the monthly chart that I'm seeing. And again, here on the SPY is the same thing. We're up at a top, even though we had a lot of bullish pressure here. We got a bearish pattern here on the monthly. But we got to wait and see. We got to definitely pay attention. Can we break these tops here? That's the question. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing. We're at a top. We need to break these tops and see what's going to happen. If you're long. If you're short, again, like I said, I'll talk a little bit. I did end up leaving my covered calls on. They're expired, and I might put some more covered calls on, and I'll just throw them. Still keep them close, but I'll throw them up a higher, not try to expect to get as much on them. Give them some room to move, you know, but collect that extra dividend, I call it, you know, every month that I like collecting, and keep my stock too at the same time. But that's the only other little extra thing that I want to share, and just because I'm seeing something where red, green, red, and this one here is near the bottom. So this one got quite a bit of room to move up, but it's going to be running into a level where it's been having a hard time actually crossing. And now that's all I really want to share. Just give you a picture, look at all of them here together and see what we see. Again, this is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope this is being helpful. Talk to you later. Bye.